Hi, this is Anaya. Welcome to the channel. Let us first thank the Most High for this time, His grace, kindness, and mercy. Today's message is about Passover and its timing. We'll first look over this information about the moon phases because it is part of how we determine the dates. A waxing moon grows. The waxing crescent moon starts as the moon becomes visible again after the new moon conjunction, when the sun and earth are on opposite sides of the moon, making it impossible to see the moon from Earth. During this phase, the lit up part of the moon increases from 0.1% to 49.9%. Waxing means that it is growing, while crescent refers to the curved sickle shape. Traditionally, the thinnest sliver of the waxing crescent moon is considered the new moon. This traditional definition of the new moon is still in use in some cultures, defining the month's beginning in the Islamic calendar. And this is the chart from the Old Farmer's Almanac, or almanac.com. On the 18th, you can see on this chart the last waning crest, and you can't see the waxing crest here again until the 24th. If you count the days in between, it is 5 days, and the one day that is in the middle of those 5 days is the 21st. The 21st won't be visible to the naked eye, and there is an actual percentage that is smaller than the 1.2% of the waxing crest shown on the 22nd. But there are some people that have actually seen it on the 22nd. And this chart was just to show the 21st was the actual day in between these days. This is from timeandday.com showing the moon phases for 2023. And the first new moon after the spring equinox is always the Hebrew New Year. And as you can see, the equinox was on March 20th, making March 21st new moon the Hebrew New Year. And March 21st is confirmed again from space.com. And again from mooncalendar.astroseek.com for the 21st being the new moon. Numbers 28, 16, and 17. And on the 14th day of the first month is the Passover of the Most High. And on the 15th day of this month is the feast. 7 days shall unleavened bread be eaten. So this is a calendar chart count from the new moon and new year to Passover on the 14th. The new moon and new year began on the evening of the 21st and ended on the evening of the 22nd, making the 22nd the first official whole day, and the 23rd will be the second day, and so forth, making the Shabbats on Tuesdays until the second month, April's new moon, which is on April 20th. And then the Shabbats will be on Thursdays for the second month. I understand that these dates are highly debated in the changing of the Shabbats, but this is what I've concluded, and it is written that the sun and moon were for calculating days too. But the 14-day count to Passover takes us to the 4th of April, with unleavened bread following for 7 days to the 11th of April. And this is just counting from the New Year date, March 21st to the 14th day, which takes us to Tuesday, April 4th for Passover. And Passover was when the plague of death passed over our homes, and unleavened bread was eaten because we left in such a hurry that there was no time for the bread to leaven or rise or ferment. And the plague of death was the last of the 10 plagues that the Most High sent to Egypt, and the blood on our doorposts was to serve as a sign to pass over us. Exodus 12, 13, and 14. And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where you are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you, and the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you when I smite the land of Egypt. And this day shall be unto you for a memorial, and you shall keep it a feast to the Most High throughout your generations. You shall keep it a feast by an ordinance forever. So the Most High made a way through the sea for us and destroyed the Egyptians who were pursuing us, therefore delivering us to the promised land. But we soon turned, as always, from the Most High who delivered us and started worshiping other deities, which led us into bondage again. And I'm going to make a video soon about how we got in and out of bondage so many times, and men who the Most High used. And none of those men were to be worshipped. But this video is just a brief discussion of our exodus from the Egyptian bondage by miracles which the Most High did. You can look up these verses and read further in your time. This is a Hebrew month calendar. You can see that March 21st falls right into the Abib month or time frame, the first Hebrew month. Deuteronomy 16:1. Observe the month of Abib, and keep the Passover unto the Most High thy God. For in the month of Abib the Most High thy God brought thee forth out of Egypt by night. Leviticus 23:4-8. These are the feasts of the Most High, even holy convocations, which you shall proclaim in their seasons. And the 14th day of the first month at even is the Most High's Passover, and on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread unto the Most High. 7 days you must eat unleavened bread. In the first day you shall have an holy convocation. You shall do no servile work therein, but you shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High 7 days. And the 7th day is an holy convocation. You shall do no servile work therein. So, observe means to notice or perceive something and register as being significant, and to proclaim means to announce and officially or publicly. Keep means to have or retain possession of, or cause to continue in a specified condition, position, or course. So, I'm not sure if we're required to make a burnt offering or a literal sacrifice, because of these verses that we'll be going over here in a second. Plus, the Most High knows that we're in bondage, and on these days, we do the best that we can. Not everybody has the capability to sacrifice a lamb, nor were we commanded to, according to Jeremiah 7:22 and 23. For I spake not unto your fathers, nor commanded them in the day that I brought them out of the land of Egypt concerning burnt offerings or sacrifices. But this thing commanded I them, saying, Obey my voice, and I will be your God, and you shall be my people, and walking in all the ways that I have commanded you, that it may be well unto you. So, we are capable of observing and proclaiming and doing the very minimum if we do have to work. And everyone may not have the power to be able to keep the leaven out of where we live. And we may not be able to not eat leaven for 7 days. For some people it is all we have, or no in these times. Hosea 6:6. For I delight in loyalty rather than sacrifice, and in the knowledge of God rather than burnt offerings. 1 Samuel 15:22. Samuel said, Has the Most High as much delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as in obeying the voice of the Most High? Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to heed than the fat of rams. So this is just me thinking, but is us going without leaven for 7 days appointed a sacrifice? Is it a sacrifice to go without leaven? That isn't literally everything with flour, bread, or breaded. Please take this to the Most High and use your discernment with this and study to show yourself approved. We all have to work out our own salvation with the Most High with fear and trembling. Psalm 51:17. The sacrifices of God are a broken spirit, a broken and a contrite heart, O God, thou wilt not despise. Proverbs 21:3. To do righteousness and justice is desired by the Most High more than sacrifice. So I'll be reading part of this Psalm 50, a psalm of Asaph. The mighty God, even the Most High, have spoken, and called the earth from the rising of the sun unto the going down thereof. Out of Zion, the perfection of beauty, God hath shined. Our God shall come, it shall not keep silence. A fire shall devour before him, and it shall be very tempestuous round about him. He shall call to the heavens from above, and to the earth, that he may judge his people. Gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice. So when he was saying those that made a covenant with me by sacrifice, I don't necessarily think that he was talking about burnt offering sacrifices. I believe it was the covenant for the Most High to be our God and to live righteous and glorify him alone, and a promise he made to us to be delivered. And the heavens shall declare his righteousness, for God is judge himself. Selah. Hear, O my people, and I will speak, O Israel, and I will testify against thee. I am God, even thy God. I will not reprove thee for thy sacrifices or thy burnt offerings, to have been continually before me. I will take no bullock out of thy house, nor he goats out of thy folds. For every beast of the forest is mine, and the cattle upon 1,000 hills. I know all the fowls of the mountains, and the wild beasts of the field are mine. If I were hungry, I would not tell thee, for the world is mine, and the fullness thereof. Will I eat the flesh of bulls, or drink the blood of goats? Offer unto God thanksgiving, and pay thy vows unto the Most High. And call upon me in the day of trouble, and I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. Psalm 141:2. May my prayer be counted as incense before you, the lifting up of my hands as the evening offering. Psalm 116:17. To you I shall offer a sacrifice of thanksgiving, and call upon the name of the Most High. So that will be all for now. I thank you for listening. May the Most High forgive, heal, guide, and protect the true seeds, the true believers, and our loved ones. May there be truth, peace, happiness, health, deliverance, salvation, redemption, and protection. In his Most High grace and name we plead. All praises to the Most High alone.